Hello everyone. So let's continue with the error handling topic, and we discussed about the error ANO and some codes and related error messages. Today we'll see that how you can use the error handling in your C program and how you can display the particular error message to the user. So before we go for the example, C language uses the following functions to represent error messages associated with the error ANO. So here you have two functions. One is a P error and second is the str error. There are two functions which you can use. So what is the difference between these two functions? These are the inbuilt functions, like just like strlen and getch and clrscr, this type of inbuilt functions. So p error is a function which returns the string. Keep in mind, it returns the string passed to it along with the textual representation of the current error ANO value. So this p error is nothing but it returns the string. Means suppose error ANO value is 12. In that case, this will return that out of memory error message. So if I say number 12, so for the 12, the error ANO 12, the textual representation is out of memory. Right? If you remember that in the last session we talked about the error ANO values and their respective error messages. So this p error gives returns the string, while str error is defined in string.h library. This comes from the string.h library. This method returns a pointer to the string representation of the current error ANO value. So p error basically gives the textual representation of the error ANO value, while str error returns the pointer to that particular string, because we know we cannot directly return the string, right? If we talk about returning the value, so at a time you can return only single value, right? Function can return a single value. You cannot return a whole string. So how you can give that message to the user? For that you need a pointer, right? For that you need a pointer, because that pointer will take the first address of the string and then it will return to the user. So these two functions normally we use while we deal with the error handling thing. So see, here we have the example. So it's very simple example. stdio.h, error-ano.h and string.h we have added. Then we have started with the main function. Then we have taken one fp pointer which points to the file. So here we have taken the file pointer. Now there's a comment: if a file which does not exist is open, we will get an error, right? If a file which does not exist, suppose we are trying to open the file which does not exist, in that case it should return the error. So this is the program is all about. So now see, fopen, I will return error.txt is the name of the file which I am trying to open in the read mode, right? I am trying to open this file in the read mode. Now printf, value of error ANO. See, this file does not exist, which does not exist. So here we are trying to open the file which is not there. If you remember, if append mode is there, in that case it will automatically create, but here we are directly trying to open in the read mode the file which actually does not exist, right? So printf value of error ANO. So first it will get the error ANO value. We are just printing the messages to understand the error handling concept. Then we are printing the error message, and this error message is nothing but the string, right? So %s, and this will come from the str error. Str error is a function. See, this one, right? Str error. So this print str error takes one parameter, means the value error and whatever the number it will generate. This line will give the error. This line will give the error, and that error will have one value. So first line will print the error and value number. Based on that value, this strError function will get the pointer to that particular message, and pError is a function which prints that message. So message from the pError, whatever the message it is. So let's see what happens, right? In pError, whatever we write, it will print. So this is your output. So what happens first? If you remember our error value code and the messages, the 2 is the error value for the file which we try to open, like no such file or directory, right? So value of error is 2. The error message is, what is the error message for the error 2? No such file or directory, right? No such file or directory. So this message we got from the, okay, let me show you this way. Wait a minute. Yeah, I guess better, right? So see, if you notice, the very first printf statement is value of error is %d, and it comes from the error. Here we are trying to open the file which does not exist, and for that what will happen? It has printed value of error is 2, so it has automatically fetched this value. Now the second printf statement, the error message is %s. So here we are printing something. The error message is %s, but this %s will come from the strError, that is error no. And error no has the 2, and the corresponding message for the value 2 is no such file or directory. So this we have printed through the pointer. And if instead of the printf statement, if I write this pError directly, message from the pError. So message from the pError, first it will print whatever you have written in the printf this pError message, and then it will print the respective message. So no such file or directory. So there are two ways you can print the errors, through the pointer and directly through the pError function, right? So this is about the how you can use the file handling functions in error handling functions in your programs. More we will see in the next session.